Hello and welcome to our Vinyasa Flow this evening. Always happy to have anyone who's joining by recording as well as if you can join live and practice together. So however it works out for you best is always fine. And so tonight we're going to flow, moving really all parts of the body. Going to do a couple of sun salutations. Really stretch in every direction. So nothing real specific, just kind of a good overall stretch and flow tonight. So we're going to begin actually laying down because our theme for practice this week is moving deeper within and connecting to what's within. So even though this is a moving vinyasa class, I want us to take a minute or two just to ground ourselves and center our state of mind and bring some awareness to just where we are at this moment in time. Physically, emotionally, mentally. Just take stock of sort of where you are right now and allow yourself a few minutes of quiet reflection. So as we move through vinyasa practice, of course, we always key into following the breath and letting the breath be our guide. And this is a very good practice when we are in a slow, still posture as well. So in the stillness that we find ourselves in at this moment, see if you can notice your breath. Feel the coolness of the air as it comes in through the nostrils, travels lightly to the back of the nose and throat, and then trickles down into the lungs. Next time you inhale, follow the path of the breath as it releases from the throat and enters the lungs, and feel your chest lift and rise and expand. And then let it out, let that balloon deflate and relax. A couple more breaths. Just feeling that path of travel. And finally, the last part of our breath technique is that we'll continue the pattern of the breath. After it comes in through the lungs, feel it press down into the belly, down deep into the body, and your entire belly cavity will expand like a balloon. Hold it there at the top of this inhalation, the largest breath you've had so far. Then slowly release it out through the belly, the lungs, and finally the nose and throat. I'm going to take 3 or 4 more breaths just like that. So following the path from the nose to the lungs to the belly, holding it for just a moment at the top of that belly breath. Letting it out the same way, deflating belly, lungs, and finally nose and throat. So take 3 more breaths on your own, just following that pattern. last one just like that. Now feel your body as it's calm and still. Feel the peace that you've brought to yourself just through bringing the focus to your breath. And as we move through practice tonight, continue to key into the traveling of the breath and use it to help open up your pathways to movement. All right, go ahead and we're going to grab a strap and do a little stretching with the legs. So hopefully you have a strap nearby or something you can use as a strap. We're going to lift the right leg up, bring the strap around the ball of the right foot. Bring your hands on either side of the strap and press your foot up toward the ceiling. Take a breath in, flex the right foot, and draw that foot closer to your head. So feel the stretch along the right hamstring, just easing it forward toward your head, and then stop whenever you've reached the edge of your stretch. Breathe into that edge, releasing and relaxing on the out-breath and drawing strength and energy through the in-breath. Each time you feel there's a little more space, maybe you can move the foot a little further towards your face, but just be very cognizant of where your edge is and respect that space. All right, on the next breath, we're going to bring both ends of the strap into the left hand. Right arm's going to come into a T off the shoulder. Ground down through both of your hips and move your right foot and leg over to the left. So just cross the straight leg over to the left side. Cross over the midline of the body. Go really slow here and feel the outside of your right leg release. All kinds of sensation can arise here through the piriformis, the IT band, the sciatica nerve. Breathe into the tightness you feel. Don't muscle into the stretch, just let the leg release naturally. Inhale, bring that leg back up to center. Transfer both sides of the strap to the right hand. Place your left hand on the top of your left hip. Again, both hips are grounded down, and we're going to release the right straight leg out to its side. So we're opening up now through the inner groin and the inner thigh on the right leg. Keep your foot flexed. Keep pressing through the heel. See if you can also release the engagement in the muscles of the thighs. It's a little tricky, but the more you can release the muscles, the more the body will open up and allow that stretchy fascia tissue to get a full release. All right, one more breath here. Inhale, bring that right straight leg back up to center, bend your knee, remove the strap, and bring the right foot down to the mat. Extend it down long. Same stretch on the other side. We're going to lift the left leg up, both hands lightly holding the strap. And just start to ease the leg closer to your head. A little bend in the knee is fine. We're aiming to have the leg as straight as possible, so even if that means you have it much further forward, try to press through the heel and keep that leg nice and straight. We're all going to have different levels of opening in the hamstrings. So just guide your own way. Listen to your breath. Never go to pain, but just to a deep engagement in the body. Now we'll go ahead and bring the right hand around both ends of the strap. Left arm comes into a T off the shoulder. On your next series of breaths, we're going to allow the left leg to cross over to the right. You may need to let go of a little length in the strap. Let it come a little far forward. And just, again, ease into this stretch. There's all kinds of things that are releasing here around the lower back. All those nerve endings. It's always a very, very intense experience. So use your breath. Relax and release. Inhale, let's bring that left leg straight back up. Transfer the strap to the left hand. Right hand is going to come to the top of your right hip. And let that left leg come out to the left. So you're going to feel the inner groin here, inner thigh. Release through the muscles of the thighs. Just let the quadricep muscles relax. But keep flexing through your foot. Keep breathing. And an inhale, let's bring that left leg right back up. We're going to bend the knee and release that strap out to the side. Go ahead and draw both knees into your chest, hug them into your chest. And then we're going to go ahead and rock on up. So we'll just roll to your side or roll up any way you can get there. We're going to come into a wide leg seated position. So I'm going to bend one knee. I'm going to start with my, look like the left knee to you. To me it's my right, but I'll mirror you so we can face each other here. So I've got one knee bent, the other leg is straight. We're simply going to fold forward and you're going to let your left shoulder, right shoulder for you. You're going to let your right shoulder come down and twist slightly toward the left. So just getting a little stretch to the back. We're getting that hamstring stretch again. And then bring it on up. Sit straight back up. Left hand is, I keep making my lefts and rights. Right hand's going to come to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the ear and get a nice side stretch here. Inhale, come back up. We're going to do that same sequence again. So just fold forward, dropping your right shoulder down, looking over to the left. And then inhale, hand comes to shin, lift up, and get a side stretch. Inhale, come back to center. Let's switch legs. Bring the opposite foot into the groin. We're going to first fold forward. This time we're going to drop the left shoulder down. Look slightly over to the right. Inhale, come up. Left hand comes to left shin. Right arm reaches up. Get a side stretch. And one more time through each of those positions. Fold forward. Left shoulder drops down. Inhale, come up, and take your side stretch. All right, come back on up. So from here, we're going to come on up to tabletop hands and knees position. And just running through a little flexibility with the spine. So let's bring our knees and our table legs sturdy underneath. Lift up through the core. Feel your back get supported as you draw the navel in and up toward the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to lift the chest forward, drop the belly down, and come to cow tilt. Come to exhale, bring the chin to the chest, squeeze the upper back up toward the ceiling. Beautiful cat stretch. Inhale, move with your breath. Come to cow. Exhale, let the breath carry you up into cat. Again, into cow. And exhale to cat. Each time, picture your breath making that traveling path all the way into the belly. Exhale one more time through. All right, come back to a neutral spine and tabletop position. We're going to curl the toes, lift our knees off the mat, and press up to a downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana. On this first down dog, let's go ahead and leave the knees nice and soft. Opened up the hamstrings, but we're just going to pedal the feet one at a time. So warming up the knees, warming up the ankles. Feet are about hip distance apart. Feeling the breath moving all the way up and down the spine. And bring those feet to stillness. Lift your heels up, make them nice and high, and then press your hip creases up toward the ceiling. See how much additional length you can bring into the spine from the crown of your head all the way up to the tip of the tailbone. Nice deep breath in. Exhale and release. Inhale, come forward, drop your knees down, and then exhale, press back to extended child's pose. We're going to inhale from there, moving forward and then lowering the belly all the way down. Coming into a prone position, hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to lift up, get a little back bend here in our first cobra, and then exhale, lower it back down. On our inhale, we're going to press back up to hands and knees. And on our exhale, we're going to press back, downward facing dog. So we're going to go through that little flow twice more without stopping. Just move with your breath. Here we go. Inhale, knees down to table. Exhale, extended child. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend into your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back up hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, table. Exhale, child. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower again. Inhale, table. And last time, exhale, downward facing dog. One more full breath here, staying down dog. Exhale, let it out. Walk your feet forward. Let's come to the front of the mat. Come to our first forward fold of the evening, Uttanasana. Hands are reaching down to the mat, or you're using blocks on any level to bring the ground up to you. Let's inhale, come up halfway, lengthen through your spine. Roll those shoulders back and down. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease. Let the head drop down, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Root those feet down as you lift up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Exhale, bring your hands to your side. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, frames your ear, and exhale, come into a standing crescent. Your left fingers are reaching down. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, right arm comes down. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and then exhale over that ear, standing crescent to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, and fold. We're going to step back to a plank position, moving through a sun salutation. From plank position, we're going to exhale, lower the body down, either in a full chaturanga or by dropping the knees. We're going to inhale up to our cobra. We're going to exhale back down. We're going to inhale this time up to plank and exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up for split leg dog. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands and slide the left foot immediately forward too. So we come to forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, we're going to lift all the way up. Lift that energy. Press down through your feet. As you're lifting up through the fingers, feel energy flowing. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. Inhale, step back to plank once again. Exhale, lower down, coming through the sun salutation. Inhale, coming up to cobra. Lift that heart. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up strongly to plank. And then exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up for split leg dog. Exhale, bring the left foot through. Right foot follows, forward fold. Inhale deeply, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming to the end of this first Surya Namaskar. Arms reaching up and over. Give it a little back bend here on your exhale. Lift your chest. Upward facing hands. And then hands to heart. Take a breath here with mountain legs. Feel your connection to yourself. Go deeper. Stay longer. And connect to what's within. Inhale, bring your arms up. We're going to continue flowing. Forward fold brings it down. Step back to downward facing dog. One full breath here. Draw it all the way up the spine. Exhale, let it out. We're going to come forward to a runner's lunge, lifting the right leg up and then swinging it through to the front of the mat. Or you can take a two-step approach, dropping the knee. Always can come to tabletop if you wish. So we're in our low runner's lunge, lifting up through the back of the knee, back of the left thigh. Lengthen through the spine. Your gaze is slightly forward ahead of your mat. Inhale your right arm forward. Reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, bring it down. Lower the left knee and uncurl the toes. Let your hips sink down for just a moment. Feel that stretch in the left psoas. And then we're going to inhale. Come up, reach those arms up and overhead. Anjaneyasana, low crescent. Take the back bend if you wish. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat, or you can use blocks for these lunges. And then we're going to walk the hands or the blocks backward. Straighten the right leg. Come into half splits, Hanumanasana. Press back with that right hip. Really try to make that correction where the right hip is pushing back and the left hip draws forward. Inhale, up to fingertips. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Once again, inhale to fingertips. Exhale, fold. And third time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward once again. Bring those blocks with you if you need to. Lift up through the left knee, coming back into the traditional low lunge. We're going to use our core strength here and lift up all the way into high crescent. So your core is engaged, the back of your left thigh is pressing backwards, your inner thighs are reaching inward toward each other. So you really find that strength right in that core center. One more breath. And then we're going to twist slowly to the left. Put your left heel down. Come right into warrior two. Now my right knee is tracking over my right ankle. Lift your chest, but relax and drop your shoulders. Straighten the right leg, bring your hands together. Exhale back to warrior two. Left hand is going to cartwheel around and come down to the mat. We're going to come right back to that low lunge position and lift the right arm out to a T off the shoulder and then twist up into a lunging twist. Nice deep breath here. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Drop the heel once again. This time we're going to lift right back up into warrior two, coming on that same side. From warrior two, we're going to be moving into triangle. So straighten the right leg. Preparing for triangle. We're going to reach the right hand forward. We're going to reach it way out over the toes, and then bring the hands down. Cartwheeling up, bringing the left arm up. Right hand is reaching for my right shin, maybe for a block. A block's always a good option here. Breathe into your triangle. And then we're actually going to bring that left arm down. We're going to face the heart down toward the mat. We're going to move right into pyramid pose. So create a little more space in between your legs. Create a little passageway between the right and the left leg so that you can square the hips and aim yourself straight down. Right leg is as straight as you can get it. If you need to put a little bend in that knee, that's understandable. Lengthen, bring the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lift and straighten, come forward. Exhale, fold over. Inhale and straighten. This time, right arm is going to come out. You're going to reach it out, reach it out. You're going to square those hips by pressing the right hip back, left hip forward. Bring the right hand back down. Keep those hips in the same position. And then the right arm's going to come into a T. We're preparing for revolved triangle. So now we're going to start to move the heart and the belly to the right. This takes a lot of opening in the hamstrings. If you can't go to the full height here, bring your hand just to a T or whatever range of motion is appropriate for you. Ooh, unwind that revolved triangle. Bring your hand back down to the block. And then we're going to bring the hands back down. We're going to slide the right foot back and press back to downward facing dog. Now you can see why we opened up the hamstrings with that strap before we started this practice. All right, we're going to bring the left foot forward. So lift it up if you can, sweep it on up. We're going to come into our low lunge on the other side. Take a moment, just stretch through the Achilles. Make sure everything is feeling secure and grounded in this low runner's lunge. Again, your blocks are here. From our low lunge, we're going to lift the left arm and just reach it forward and stretch. Left arm comes back down. Lower the right knee. Feel that stretch now on the right hip flexor. Give that a pause. Just let the hips feel comfortable. My knee and my ankle are straight up under each other on the left side. And then lift all the way up. Come on up to low crescent lunge. Lift your heart, steady your body. Just like in the high lunge, we're using that core for stability. Exhale, bring your hands back down. And then walk your hands backwards. Straighten the left leg. You're going to press back with that left hip this time. Bring the right hip forward. Nice deep breath as you inhale, exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. You got this. Inhale, lift. We're going to walk the hands forward. Curl the right toes, lift that foot, lift the knee back up. And we're going to lift up to high crescent on this side. Legs are nice and strong. Tailbone is lengthening down, so we feel that grounding energy coming right through the plumb line of the body. Take a little back bend if you wish. And then from this high lunge, we're going to drop the right heel down, open the hips to the right side of the mat, and move right into Warrior Two. Lift the heart, soften the shoulders. Straighten the left leg, bring your hands together. Exhale, back to Warrior Two. Taking the right arm this time, we're going to cartwheel the right arm down. Come right back into low runner's lunge, so we're pivoting on those toes, coming back to low lunge. Left arm this time is going to sweep out to a T and then lift up, coming into our lunging twist. One full breath at the top of that twist. Exhale, unwind it down. Drop the right heel down once again. Use that core, lift up. Back to Virabhadrasana 2. From Warrior 2, we're going to move to triangle. So straighten the right leg. Reach out, reach, reach, reach. And then windmill down and come to your beautiful triangle. One full breath here. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. Go deeper. Stay longer. All right, from triangle, we're going to take the right hand. We're going to turn the heart and chest down toward the mat. You're going to slightly open up that space between the legs, so there's more space to square the hips forward and down and forward. And we'll find ourselves in pyramid. Inhale, come up to fingertips. Exhale, bend your elbows back, fold over your left leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten. Last time, exhale, fold. All right, from this pyramid pose, we're going to move right into revolve triangle again. So we're going to lift the left arm forward. And then we're going to slowly rotate it up. Heart is lifting to the left. It's a
Deep stretch for that left IT band. Hold it. Use your breath to calm your body. And unwind, bring that hand down. Woo. We're going to slide the left foot back. Come on into downward facing dog. Nice full stretch. And then let's drop those knees down and just take a sweet child's pose. What do you say? 3 full breaths here. Relax and release. Can we do the work? We always want to balance it with rest. One more. All right. We are all stretching out. So we're all stretched out. Come on up to your hands and knees. We're going to walk the feet up to the front of the mat. Come into Uttanasana, a forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up halfway. Exhale and fold. Step back to plank pose. From plank, we're going to lower the knees down. Now we're coming into a traditional tabletop, right? So from our tabletop, we're going to keep the hands exactly where they are, and we're simply going to lower the forearms down on the mat. So we're now in a forearm table position. From here, we're going to be moving into dolphin. So your hands are planted here, your elbows are underneath your shoulders, your toes are curled under, and then we're going to slowly press down through your forearms and hands. We're going to lift the hips up, lift the knees, and you're going to lift your knees up nice and high. Keep pressing down through the palms, lifting up through the hips. And if you want to take a little step forward, it's a deeper stretch in the hamstrings. It may not work for you, and you may need to step back. One more breath here in dolphin. And then exhale, let's bring those knees down. Oof. Come back up to hands and knees, tabletop position, and then we're going to go right into a plank. From plank pose, we're going to press back to downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward, come to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale deeply, half lift. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift those arms up and overhead. Feel that breath travel the entire length of the body. Exhale into a slight back bend. Upward facing hands and forward fold. We're going to move through our second sun salutation of the evening. Inhale, coming to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, had myself backwards. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Move through your vinyasa, lower the body down. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Now we'll lift the right leg up. Bring the right leg forward to the low runner's lunge and drop the left knee. Inhale, come up to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, low lunge. Inhale, right leg slides back. Lower that down, vinyasa. Take your vinyasa any way you like. You can push back into child's pose or meet back in
downward facing dog. Left leg comes up. Bring that left leg through. Drop the right knee. Lift up. Vinyasa on this side. Exhale. Hands come back down. Inhale, left leg slides back to plank. One more flow through. Lower the body. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down. Inhale, one more plank. Oh. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet forward. Let's come to the front of the mat. Half lift on your inhalation. Exhale brings you back down. Inhale comes all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take a breath in, mountain pose. Belly breath coming all the way in. Calming the system. Grounding ourselves. All right. So from this position, we're going to do a couple of little balancing poses. I'm going to step back. We're going to come into dancing Shiva. So let's try this. See if I can get my rights and lefts going in the right direction here so that we can face each other. Come onto your right leg. Lift your left leg up. See if you can find something to focus on that doesn't move. Bring your foot in so that your knee is slightly pointing out and your hip is externally rotated. All right, right arm comes in front, left arm comes above. And then switch the arms. Switch. Switch. Become a beautiful dancing Shiva. Use your breath. Keep your balance and focus. One more time. And then let's let that leg come down. One stretch up. Exhale down. And then we'll go on the other side. So this time balance comes into the left leg. Right leg lifts up. Bring that heel and foot in slightly this direction so we're externally rotating the hip. This time left arm comes front. Right arm comes at the top. Let's dance. Dancing Shiva. Takes focus. Balancing the core. Give it a little grace. Give it a little beauty. One more time. And then we'll bring the feet down. Beautiful. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. I have one more pose sequence for us to do. Since we've opened the hips and we've done triangle and we've done all of the stretching in the legs, I thought we'd give half moon a try. So we're going to step back first into a warrior two and just prepare the body by getting the hips squared to the right side of the mat. You're probably facing away from me now, but maybe I should do the other side. Maybe let's do the other side. That way you can keep looking at your screen. All right, so my right leg is forward now, left leg is back, coming into warrior two. All right, so get your steadiness from warrior two. Before we go anywhere, go ahead and grab one of your blocks, because that's going to help you in this half moon sequence. So take your block in your right hand, and then we're going to slide the left foot forward, slightly behind the right. We're just going to take that right arm. We're going to balance by moving down. My book's in my way. We're going to lift the left leg up off of the mat. And if you can, come down to balance your right hand on the block. Left arm is lifted. We're facing the left wall. Use your breath. If you stumble, you can just start again. It's not a big deal. And then press back up and come back to the front of your mat. Put the block in the left hand. We'll try it on the other side. So this time we're going to step back with the right leg. So you may be facing away, but you know where we're going now. Left hand is palming the block. Come into your warrior two. Feel your hips open, steady. And then we're simply going to slide the right foot forward and then tip forward, bringing the left block and hand down. Right leg lifts. Find your focus point again. That's always very important. One more breath if you can. And then come right back up. Very nice. No matter how you did a great job. It's all a practice. Inhale, let's lift those arms up. We're going to flow down now. Forward fold. Go ahead and step back. Let's take one more downward facing dog. Nice long stretch through the spine. Oof. And then we'll bring the knees down. Swing them around. And we're going to roll on back. Hug the knees into your chest. And bring your feet straight up toward the ceiling. Slide your hands up the sides of your legs. Grab hold of the outside of your feet. Let your knees fall out to the side. We're coming into Anandavalasana. Happy baby. Great little massage for the lower back. Give yourself a foot massage while you're here. And you can rock back and forth if that feels good. Always kind of does to me. Alright, let your feet go. Let's bring them down to the mat. Arms are going to come into a T off the shoulder. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And then we're going to drop that right foot over to the left. Bringing the sole of the foot down, down, down to the earth. When it reaches its destination, you can take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and gently just coax it down a little bit more. Again, never muscling into the stretch, but just using the lightest touch to help guide and coax. Come back to your awareness of your breathing pattern. So you can focus on your breath as your body relaxes. Right shoulder is planted down. If you like, you can turn your right ear to the shoulder. Inhale. Bring your head back into center. Start to roll back. Uncross your right leg, and let's try that on the other side. So left ankle on the top of the right thigh. And then we're just going to drop the left foot down to the floor. hands. Take your right hand, just ever so gently place it on the outside of the thigh and guide it. For you to turn your left ear down toward the chin. And breathe. A little deeper. Stay a little longer. Reconnect to what's inside. All right, come on back up. Cross your legs. Just bring the soles of the feet together. Let both knees drop out to the sides, come to a supine down angle. Hands are just going to rest on the top of your belly. Let your knees drop out. Try to relax your hips here. Relax the inner groin. Inhale, bring the knees back up. Go ahead and heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. And this time we're just going to drop both knees and thighs inward toward each other. You might want to give them a little squeeze toward the inside. If you don't feel enough sensation here, you can bring your feet further off the mat. Just find what feels good to you. This little counter stretch for the hips. So we're curling them inward instead of the external. It might even feel good to take the heel of your hand and just massage right there, that hip and thigh connection. I've worked that area pretty hard this week for me. A loving hand, a little massage is always a nice idea. All right, inhale. Let's bring the feet back to center. We're just going to slide them all the way down. Just relax and release the whole body now in a few minutes of Shavasana. This is our time to be a little introspective. Just feel what this release in your body has done for you. It's done for your physical body, your emotional state, your mental frame of mind. You don't have to analyze it or think too deeply, but just notice and feel. Become attuned to the changes that yoga practice brings to yourself. This is all part of the path of inner truth. So go a little deeper. Stay a little longer. And reconnect to what's within. Start to notice your breath once again. Feel the cool air through your nasal passages. Feel it come in to the chest, draw down to the belly, and then slowly let it all the way back out. And bend your knees and draw your knees into your chest. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a sweet hug of gratitude for taking time and the effort for this practice this evening. As you're ready, you can roll up into a comfortable seat. Lift our arms up, reach them overhead, palms together, gaze upward, and gently, slowly bring it down to hands of the heart. The light in me is honored and so grateful for the light within you all. Thank you so much for practicing.